Again. Yes. I like that. And you will remember for some of you who saw the film, Lesley the Pony Has an A+ day. So then you can sing all if you want.
I wish you wouldn't.
So, you film the Rhode Island School of Design.
Yes.
Is it completely free in this school and you can do whatever you want?
I wish. No, not exactly. It's very like you don't enter into the school really knowing what you're gonna do. It's it's not just film and animation. It's everything. I thought I was gonna do illustration or something, but basically once you decide in your second year what you're gonna do, like when I decided I wanted to do animation, basically you take a lot of classes in film, animation, video, the whole thing. And then your senior year is the only year you get to really make a film. Or your junior film, I actually made this my junior film, my third year, just with a couple months at the end.
And so it was, when I say free, it's when you look at the film, of course, it's...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't know exactly what I was doing, actually, but it's pretty free in that respect.
You can go to the teacher and say, okay, you don't mind, I will do.
Oh, they didn't
whatever.
like it. They didn't like it, but they let me do it. That's the important thing, I think. Yeah.
Did you have, of course, when you see a film like that, did you have really a storyboard? Or it seems like a flow of ideas coming out and say, okay, let's do that, and we'll do.
I don't think I wrote I did a formal storyboard, no, but I did have an idea of what emotions I wanted to hit when, basically, and I wrote the song pretty early on, so it was pretty, I took 4 months or something to make this film, so by the first week or something I had it all planned.
The song, it's also kind of crazy, from kind of a Euro disco sometime to metal at one point. So you wrote it by yourself, you are a musician also and everything? Or?
I did. I don't know if I consider myself a musician, but it's just on GarageBand on my Mac. It didn't take very long. I don't know what else to say about that. Yeah, it was super easy. It just kind of came to me in the middle of the night one time, and I just got up and, plunked it out.
It seems you took it's not Wesley Nunez.
Oh, yeah.
Why? Just for...
Because it's so much funner to have the audience confused, I think. No, it was interesting. I wanted to... That was kind of the original idea I had, was that I wanted to... make this kind of like dual narrative where on one hand it was about Lesley the happy pony, but then on the other level it was about this Wesley Nunez kid who's making this movie, and then on the other level it's about me who's making Wesley Nunez.
Okay, so it was a play with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, when you, I was thinking of a real, serious question about the film, and every time I was looking at the film I was like, singing and going on with the thing, and I was saying, no, please, you have to work and you have to think of a, really serious question to say, and I was kind of embarrassed because...
You didn't think of one?
I don't have a really serious one.
That's
except,
fine.
The fact that, for me it was like a pop culture, but really funny, and I don't know how to say that, but there is a lot of film with Pony, and everything, and but it was kind of a serious, funny thing, kind of crazy. It seemed for me that I was eager to meet you. It's like a free guy. We can do, we can put a mouth like that, and it will work. I mean, who cares?
Yeah, it's never really been. I've never been too worried about. How should I say this? Making things seem coherent. And some people hate that about my movies, but I just try to have a good time. Does that answer your question?
but it seems like a Korean thing. Something.
Oh, really?
I think for me it was like I couldn't understand, from one thing and then it stops and you have a little bit of another story,
Yeah.
and it was like that's why I asked you about screenplay, because it's even if it's kind of a crazy film, I thought maybe the guy has really, a screenplay
No.
behind, and no, really. It's
I just try to be unexpected at all costs, I suppose, but not I. That can end up being very cheap and kind of thoughtless. But I try to just the audience's reaction is the most important thing, I suppose. And
Did you do the film with a lot of people and everybody's singing?
That's my favorite thing in the whole world. Yeah, it's kind of my egomaniacal side gets fed that way too. When people are laughing at it, just feels good.
What are you gonna do? You're still in a.
No,
you just finished.
I graduated a couple weeks ago, actually. Yeah.
Did it went well? Yeah.
I did graduate, so
Good.
in that respect, yes. Yeah.
What are you going to do now?
It's very much up in the air at this point. I might need a job. Maybe. I would love, obviously, to make another short film, but I don't know. I have a bunch of ideas, so that's the good news. How I go about making them a reality is another question.
And you not being approached by, I don't know, music, band or something like that, say, oh, let's have a music video in that style?
I haven't so far. I would love for that to happen. Yeah.
And what about commercial or thing like that? Crazy commercial thing? Or
I personally hate commercials. Just so I don't think I would ever personally like to work in the commercial world. And that's not even necessarily like an ideological thing. I just hate watching them myself. That probably is a very broad thing to say, but I'd prefer to work narratively in a short film kind of
okay,
thing.
the last question, but when I saw, of course, that kind of filmy thing, there is a lot of crazy series coming from United States, and really.
Yeah.
So, do you want to do something like a series, something like that? You could have, the universe could be.
Yeah,
expand.
I would love to work in TV. I think it's coming into a renaissance, kind of, especially animated TV. I think it's becoming more filmic and more adult. And yeah, I'd be excited to see if I could pull that off.
So I hope to see you soon. Do you have a question? Est-ce qu'il y a une question dans la salle? On va vite. Oui, une question.
Got a question.
Lesley.
Hi. Are you gonna make
Hello.
a sequel?
No.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Lesley won't come back.
Yeah. What else is there to say? Oh no.
When I watch the film, I've seen it several times, I always just think about child molestation. That Wesley was molested, and that's why he's making the film. Is that something is that what the film is about?
That's a lovely question. It could be about whatever you want it to be about, but that's obviously there. It wasn't really supposed to be. I was surprised when people started questioning that, like saying, "Is it really about that? Is it not about that?" That's supposed to be implied, but it can also kind of be up to interpretation.
Yeah, I didn't ask anything about the theme because of, well, like you said, it seems that there is so much things in it that are really more personal from the point of view of the spectator than actually from maybe your side.
I'm actually glad you asked that, because a lot of people also are kind of like shy to ask something like that, because it seems, a lot of people think it ties back to something personal in my life, so they don't. It doesn't, and I also like to make things way more obscure than they need to be, because I think it's hilarious to watch people try to think about it, about difficult things like that. So,
okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And enjoy. Thank you.